Darwin wasn't always Gumball's brother. He was just a pet. But through love, loss, and one miraculous transformation, Darwin became something more. This episode isn't just a weird origin story. It has 4 deeper, meaningful lessons hidden inside it. And even if you've seen the episode before, you might have missed them. It starts with a house torn apart. At 4 years old, Gumball was a storm wrapped in blue fur. He catapulted oranges through the living room, filled the washing machine with random objects, and somehow managed to bring both sand and snow inside the house on the same day.
How did you manage to bring both sand and snow into the house?
Nicole wants to freak out, but when she sees Gumball flashing a smile so big, so full of life, she just can't be mad.
You're lucky you're so cute.
Still, exhaustion wins.
Shh, he's finally gone down. Quick, sleep while you can. Second win!
And in desperation, the Wattersons come up with a plan. Get Gumball a pet. Something small, something harmless, something that might drain even a fraction of his energy. A goldfish. Gumball, ever the freaking genius, names him Darwin.
Darwin. But that spells Japoxfrud.
And for a while, it works. Gumball slows down, building a bond no one expected to matter. The Wattersons finally get to relax for the first time in years.
I think we just relaxed for the first time in years.
Until the morning Darwin doesn't wake up.
He won't wake up. He looks like this.
Nicole and Richard panic. They can't bear to break Gumball's heart. He's already lost himself so completely in Darwin's tiny world. So they do the only thing they can think of. They replace the fish with a small funeral.
Sweet chariot.
Just a quick switch and the hope that Gumball won't notice. And again, it works. He plays with the new Darwin just the same. He loves them just the same. Because when you're 4 years old, love doesn't come with conditions. It just happens. Again and again and again. And that quiet willingness to keep loving sets the stage for everything that happens next. After a string of tiny funerals and quiet replacements, something changes.
I'm sorry, there are none left.
What? There's no more fish in the pet store. That's when the awesome store shopkeeper offers Richard a new fish. A special one. And Richard takes him. When Gumball meets this Darwin, it feels different immediately. This Darwin listens. He smiles back. He mimics Gumball's goofy faces and jokes. And when their fingers both touch the glass, a bond sparked that neither of them could explain. Not between a boy and his pet, but between two souls who somehow, against all odds, understood each other. This wasn't just another fish. This was a friend, a brother, a part of Gumball's heart. Just connection. The kind that doesn't need words.
Yeah, me too.
Because love, real love, isn't logical. It's a leap of faith, and Gumball takes that leap without hesitation. But what happens when even your strongest bonds are tested? That's the heart of Darwin's story. The world changes in an instant. Excited beyond words, Gumball rushed to show his parents. He wanted them to see what he felt, the magic, the connection. But in his innocence, he made one small mistake. He told Darwin to play as dumb as possible and stay like that until he gave the signal.
Perfect. Stay like that. And when I bring him over, you don't move a muscle until I say so, okay?
And Darwin obeyed. Too well. Richard, ever the bumbling father, saw the motionless fish, assumed the worst, and prepared to flush him down the toilet again. He also gave a signal to Nicole about it. Nicole, piecing it together, tried to prepare Gumball for heartbreak.
Honey, I need to be honest with you. Darwin is not the first fish. The ones before him, well, they stopped moving, which means that they...
But Gumball, so full of hope, refused to believe anything was wrong. It was a race against time. Gumball sprinted, furniture flew, doors shattered. Every second mattered. And just when it seemed like it was too late, Gumball crashed into the bathroom, snatching Darwin from the toilet just in time.
There.
A victory, but a fragile one. Because even though Gumball saved Darwin for now, he didn't realize how easy it was to almost lose him. And that's the first lesson. It's not always cruelty that puts the people we love at risk. Sometimes it's carelessness, innocence, moments where we don't realize just how breakable someone truly is until they slip through our fingers. After the chaos, there was laughter, relief, they were all together again.
Buddy, I thought I'd lost you. Give me a hug.
Nicole pulled out a camera, but it wasn't just for a photo. It was a promise. You're one of us now. You belong. Everyone leaned in close. Nicole counted down. 3, 2, and then Darwin, full of joy, popped out of the bowl to shout. In any other family, that would have been perfect. But in the Watterson household, chaos is the only guarantee. Richard screamed. Nicole shrieked. And in their panic, Darwin was sent flying, bouncing off the toilet, hitting the handle, flushing himself down into the pipes, and out of sight. And this time, there was no heroic rescue. No last-minute save. Just Gumball staring at the empty bowl, realizing he didn't almost lose Darwin this time. He had lost him. And that's the deeper heartbreak the episode sets up. Sometimes, no matter how much love you pour into someone, no matter how much you promise to protect them, you can still lose them. Not because you wanted to, not even because you didn't care enough, but because life is messy, and even the best intentions can't stop the inevitable. The episode continues right where we left off. Darwin, tiny, scared, alone, flushed out of the only home he's ever known. The world above moves on. But beneath it, Darwin is swept through pipes and spat out into the vastness of the ocean. It should have been the end. He's just a goldfish. No legs, no lungs, no chance. The other sea creatures see it immediately.
Yeah, but fish can't survive on land.
And honestly, they're right. Darwin should have given up. But he doesn't.
I'll find a way. Love always finds a way.
Because in his heart, the one that first lit up when Gumball touched the bowl, something stronger beats. Hope. And when hope feels like it's not enough, evolution answers.
Come back, buddy. I believe in you.
His heart grows, and so do lungs to breathe the air. No magic spell, no external help. Just the sheer force of will to get back to the person who loved him. He stumbles onto the sand, gasping, struggling, and he runs. Because that's what love does. It moves you when the world says you can't. It pushes you forward when everything feels impossible. Back at home, Gumball also refuses to give up hope. While Nicole and Richard try to comfort him, he insists.
No, I'm not gonna give up. Darwin wouldn't give up, and if he did, I'd be there for him, and I'd kick him in the butt.
Across deserts, through forests, past towns and cities, Darwin kept running. His body isn't built for this. He stumbles, he falls, his tiny lungs ache, his new legs wobble and bruise. Every step hurts, every mile tempts him to stop. But he remembers Gumball, the face pressed against his bowl, the laugh, the love. And so he pushes forward, at his weakest, when he can barely stand. He's found his family again.
No, not just Darwin. Ugh, buddy, please come back. Gumball! Gumball!
But then, Darwin's captured, mistaken for a stray by pest control. Locked in a dark cage, surrounded by snarling dogs, the journey nearly ends again.
He gave up. It's all over. This is the end. There's no way out.
But even there, Darwin didn't lose himself. He rallies the others. He inspires them to believe they're meant for more than a cage. With quiet bravery, he steals the keys, frees them all, and keeps running. Darwin doesn't need a reason to keep going. He only needs a promise. The unspoken one he made the day he first touched Gumball's hand through the glass. Because that's the truth this episode whispers. Strength doesn't come from having no obstacles. It comes from loving something so much that you refuse to quit, no matter how far away it seems. Finally, after a journey that would have broken anyone else, Darwin reaches the Elmore Mall. Dirty, bruised, barely standing, and there he spots them. The Wattersons, his family. His heart soars, relief flooding through him. But then he sees it, Gumball holding a plastic bag. Inside it, a new fish, a replacement. They didn't wait. They didn't believe. And in that moment, Darwin's little heart cracks. He isn't just exhausted now. He's invisible, forgotten. He watches from the shadows as the family he fought so hard to reach moves on without him. And something inside Darwin, the hope, the fire that carried him through deserts and cages and cities and forests and through his deep fear, it dims. He turns away. tears stinging in his eyes. Because sometimes love isn't enough to make the world wait for you. Sometimes, even after giving everything you have, you're still left standing alone. But just as Darwin starts to walk away, something happens. A feeling.
Darwin, no, I can't! There's only one Darwin!
A tug at Gumball's heart, subtle at first, then undeniable. He freezes, he turns, he looks out across the mall, past the noise, past the crowds, and there, he sees him, Darwin, bruised, battered, heartbroken, but alive. For a moment, neither of them moves. The whole world fades to silence. There is only this. Two souls who found their way back to each other against all odds. They crash into each other. A messy, tearful, perfect hug. No words needed, because when you love someone that deeply, you don't need explanation. You just need to hold them and never let go again. Nicole and Richard catch up, gasping for breath. And for once, they don't try to explain it away. They don't try to replace anything. They see Darwin for what he truly is. Family, part of the team, part of the Wattersons. Gumball notices Darwin's feet, blistered from the journey, and without a second thought, he slides off his own green shoes and gently slips them onto Darwin's tiny legs. It's a quiet moment, but it speaks volumes. Family isn't about biology. It's about the people who fight to stay in your life, no matter how hard it gets. And just like that, Darwin isn't just Gumball's pet anymore. He's his brother, his best friend, his home. The story of Darwin isn't just about a fish learning to walk. It's about the families we build, not the ones we're born into. It's about loyalty, resilience, love that's earned step by painful step. Darwin wasn't just handed a place in the Watterson family, he fought for it. Through deserts, through pain, through heartbreak. And Gumball? He didn't just love Darwin because he was supposed to. He loved him because Darwin chose him back. True family isn't about easy beginnings. It's about who shows up and stays when it matters most. When Gumball and Darwin touched the glass for the first time, it wasn't just a cute moment. It was a bond forming, and that bond never broke. It stretched, it strained, but it never snapped, because real bonds aren't fragile. They're built through storms, not sheltered from them. Gumball wasn't a perfect brother. He almost lost Darwin 100 times before he saved him once. Darwin wasn't a perfect companion. He got scared, he struggled, he faltered. But that's love. It's not clean, it's not easy. It's desperation running through the mall. It's stubbornness and hope when everyone else gives up. It's bruised feet and messy reunions and an I'm sorry said through tears and a tight hug instead of words. And when you find that kind of love, the messy, human, imperfect kind, you hold on to it with everything you've got. I love Gumball, and this episode hit me right here. And if you also enjoyed this story about love, loss, and finding your way back, you'll love our episode on Finn pretending to be someone else to find love and family himself. Click here to watch it, and trust me, you're not ready for how much it's gonna hit you.